2, 1, and we should be live. We should be live this evening. What time is it? 10:36. All right, let me make sure that everything is good on the audio and all that. It says live right there. Let me see. Is this the right thing? Nope. Let me go back. Let's see. Here we go. Now, let me check it. It took just a second. Oh, all right. All right. Yeah, we can hear it. It's good. Get this set up here so I can see the chat, man. Get it all set up nice and neat. You can see what's going on. Let's give people a few minutes to get in here. Well, it's been a while since we've done this. Let's get some headphones on so we can hear. Let's see what we got here. So I can hear. What's up, Blackie? How you doing, man? Getting some levels going here. That should be about right. All right, man. Pick. Okay. It has been a while. There, Blackie DH. What's going on, man? Hey, Johnny. Wish I would have known you were going live. Oh, that's okay, man. I wasn't expecting to go live. I'm always bad about doing something on the fly. You know, I was not planning on going live. I wasn't planning on doing that. So it's all good. And Timothy Pierce, what's going on, man? How are you? Thank y'all for jumping in. And yeah, I just figured we'd do a couple of old songs here and some old 80s stuff. You know, I love the 80s stuff, man. So, all right, let's crank this up. And so this is kind of the 80s new wave stuff when it came out back then. Okay. So this isn't like 80s hair metal or nothing like that. This is the new wave stuff. There was a few of those songs that I really liked. And, by the way, Eddie Van Halen for president. Hey, he's got my vote. Oh, before I get started, let me say, man, on this channel here, I did it on my second channel, but I don't think I announced nothing on this main channel. I'm not on Facebook anymore. I shut my Facebook down. I just got tired of it. Really, it got to the point where I wasn't really doing nothing on Facebook, you know, and so I shut it down. So if I was friends with anybody on Facebook and you watch this channel, then that's why you don't see me anymore. Or you can't find me. I didn't block anybody. I just shut my channel down. I just shut it down. The channel, the Facebook page, not the channel, but the Facebook page. Yeah, I just shut that down. And so, you know, you can still get a hold of me through Instagram, guitarman_JW. So I went ahead and wanted to announce that on here. So if people watch the replay or whatever, they'll know why they can't find me on Facebook. So I ain't on there no more. Okay. Oh, also, I had some Mad Anthony sauce. You know, Michael Anthony has his own sauces, man. Barbecue, hot sauce. He's got some kind of mustard. So I ordered a bottle of the hot sauce. And I ordered a bottle of the barbecue, and the hot sauce is it's just the regular hot. They have the hot and they have the extra hot. And, I couldn't even handle the hot. It was freaking hot, man. So I can only imagine what the extra hot tastes like. Good God. I haven't tried the barbecue yet. It's still in the cabinet with the seal on it. I bet it'll be really good, but the hot sauce was just too hot for me. Anyway, I got it from the VanHalenStore.com. And let's see, that stuff ran about, now the bottle of barbecue sauce is bigger than the hot sauce. It's a little bit smaller. And I think the hot sauce was $8.99 and the barbecue, I believe, was $9.99. I believe. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's what it was. But the hot sauce, whew. But anyway, Maury, what's going on? It was good. It's just too hot. So I couldn't really use it. I couldn't use it. Blackie DH says, yeah, Facebook will wear you out. Don't blame you, man, oh yeah, I shut down my Facebook. Yeah, Maury, you just jumped in. Maury, were we friends on Facebook? There was a couple of, Maurices I was friends with on Facebook, and I didn't know if you was one of those or what. I didn't know. But anyway, I shut my Facebook down, so I don't even have that no more. So let's see. Greg's Game Room, what's up, man? How are you? You got me there because you changed your picture, whatever they call it, avatar, all that stuff. Motor City Axeman, what's up, man? Oh, Maury, you used to be on Facebook and you closed yours down too? Yeah, I closed mine down. I don't know. I was like, man, it got crazy. Oh, okay. Greg, you still got your Adventures by George channel? This one's easier to make video. Oh, I got you, brother. Oh, okay, cool, man. I apologize for looking over here. I'm using my old smartphone to read the comments here and using my new smartphone for the video camera. And, man, it looks pretty darn good using the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus that just came out about a month ago. So, yeah, this is only the second time I've used it going live. I just haven't had time. And my granddaughters are over tonight. They're spending the night. So we had a lot of fun. We cooked out, had cooked out burgers and hot dogs and wings, of course, and used that new air fryer. And that Michael Anthony hot sauce is hot, boy. Whew, that stuff's hot. I can't wait to try the barbecue. It's going to be really good. Timothy Pierce, so no more Facebook calls. Oh, not well. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, we'll have to exchange numbers there, Mr. Pierce, so you can contact me directly, instead of social media. Social media it's got, especially Facebook for me, it just got so out of hand. I mean, a lot of people that was Facebook friends with that I really, I'm sure a lot of people are that way. I didn't talk to nobody. The main reason is because I work all the time. I don't have a lot of time for Facebook and stuff like that. I barely have enough time to do this, but there's a few people that I have their phone numbers and I send them messages. I said, hey man, if you don't see me on Facebook, I didn't block you. I just don't have Facebook no more. And they was like, oh, okay, thanks for letting me know. Yeah. And, Maury says Facebook was too much drama for him. More bad than good. I just had to leave. Oh, man. Yeah. Timothy Pierce says the video looks awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Greg, am I taking requests? No, unfortunately, no. I got a couple of songs lined up that I'm going to play that we're going to try to see how this works. Hopefully it'll work. I hope. There's going to be some 80s. I guess back then it was considered new wave, I guess. I don't know. I like to play different songs to see if I can incorporate my style into those songs, There is one gentleman that subscribed not long ago. I think his name is Richard Dickinson, I think. And he left a comment on one of my videos. He says, do you ever play clean? And the answer is no, not really. Very rarely do I play clean. I love using distortion. If it's just a little bit. That's just what I like, Well, this chat's jumping now, boy. Maury, you had an Arby's slider in honor of me the other night. Oh, thanks, man. But you know what? I have cut all that out, man. I don't have fast food anymore. I quit drinking soda. I drink just water now, and I'm trying to control my food intake. I'm trying to really control the quality of food, and that's hard to do when you drive for a living. But so yeah, no more fast food, and how long's it been since I quit smoking? A year and a half. Actually, I went to the doctor today. I had to go to the doctor to tell her about my had a little reflux stuff going on. It wasn't nothing major, but Nexium was not really stopping it. And she gave me another prescribed medication to take with the Nexium. And that's supposed to really help. So, Sean Zimmerman, hey, man. Trying to get back on the chat here. How are you, sir? Maury says, New Wave is always welcome in his book. Awesome. Blackie DH, I just use Facebook for a new version of email. It's easier to contact people, he says. Okay. Good for you, Joe. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've only been doing this for a month with trying to change the way I eat and all that. So it's real early in the game. It's real early. It's real early in the game, man. And thank you, Mr. Pierce. Thank you. Yeah, Maury, yeah, Yeah, you don't want no tomatoes. No, yeah, that's a lot of acidity, and I found that out the hard way too. What got me was real quick. I didn't mean for this to turn into doctor, talk or whatever. But what got me was last Friday we went and got a new door for the front of the house, a new storm door, and it took forever to get it up there and get it hung. And all I've been drinking is water. And that means no beer, no sodas, no nothing. And I was so aggravated. I got to hand it to my wife. She was with me the whole time out there. And we finally got that door up and got it situated. And I said, I need something to take the edge off. And she had some wine in the refrigerator. And I ended up having a few glasses of that night. And she fixed something to eat. And a little bit later that night, when I was asleep, I had a reflux attack. And it was bad, man. It was, oh, God. I had actually two. One's bad enough, but man, I had two. So she made the appointment for the doctor, and so I went today. So anyway, all right, man, let's get started. Oh no, Sean, I hope you don't have pneumonia, man. Oh my God, God bless you, brother. I hope that's not what's going on. Man. Blackie says it sucks getting old. Yes, it does. It does, man. I hate it. But, playing music and playing these songs, it puts me in that mind frame when I was young. So here we go. Let's get started with the first song, and y'all let me know what you think. And I'm sure this will bring back some memories, right? And let's rock. Rockin' Dave Byron. Hey, man. Okay, man, let's try to give this a shot. Let's just have some fun. I'm sure you remember this song. Greg, you still in here? I'm sure you remember this too. All right, man. Let's see.
My high, give it to the time, man.
Oh, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, right? Oh man, that takes you back, man. Oh Zeke, hey man, what's going on? I gotta try to check some of these comments. Bobby Clipper, hey man, how are you? Yeah, relax. Yes, sir. Thank you, Rock and Dave. Thanks, man. Yeah, I always love that song. I actually listened to it some this past week on Google Play Music. I listened to it a few times, and I said, man, the key doesn't change much in that song. I think it just changes a couple of times in the middle, and other than that, it's in the key of E. That's pretty much it. So you can just kind of do your thing, you know. Thank you, Mr. Pierce. Thanks, man. Thank you, Mr. Zimmerman, OZ, Blackie, and Timothy Pierce. Am I still using the Yamaha? Yes. Right here it is. Yes, sir. I'm using it. And that patch on my Yamaha, it's patch number 2, and it is it's the Van Halen tone from 1978. It's supposed to be close to that tone off the first album. I love it. I love it a lot. I love the katana. You can't see it in the frame, I don't think. Maybe you can. I don't know. I love the katana. No, you can't. But for direct recording through the interface and all that on your laptop, especially when you're going live, man, the Yamaha is the way to go. If you like to do a lot of direct stuff, recording. Yes, it's the THR-10X. Yes, that's what this is. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, it is, David. It's a great amp. I love this amp, man. Oh, good question. Bozique says, do I prefer the brown sound on the Katana or this tone on the Yamaha THR-10X? Which do I prefer? I'm going to say just, for the direct input stuff here, going direct, I should say, I'm going to go with the Yamaha. It's more clean because that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to go direct. You can't take this and go into a cabinet or something like that. It's not made for that. It's made for direct recording. So they have that. All the patches are just tailored, to be nice and clean. And the brown sound on the Katana sounds great too. Don't get me wrong, but for what I'm doing, the Yamaha is a hands down. It's a winner, hands down, man. Now, if I was going live, I would definitely use the Katana head with my 412 PV cabinet. And, if I was doing something somewhere, absolutely. I mean, it's great for that. But yeah, for what I'm doing, the Yamaha THR-10X is the way. Mr. Pierce says he's been thinking about the Yamaha as well. Yeah, I think Rockin' Dave, you still in here? There's different versions of that. I think there's like a classic rock version. I think this is considered like the metal version, I think. And I think there's a few different versions of the THR that you can purchase. This is what I liked because Cameron Cooper, yeah, I saw his reviews on it, and the first person I heard use it, I got to give credit where credit is due. The first person I heard use this was Jason Wade and Mitch Heyman. Those two people. I was Jason Wade sent me a clip that he recorded using his iPhone, just the microphone on his iPhone, and he had his had it sitting close to his Yamaha, and he sent me some little clip of him playing, and I was like, my God. And his playing was great as well, but the tone is what got me, and that was recorded with a smartphone. And I said, I can only imagine what that would sound like going direct through your interface and your recording software. That would be incredible. So, and then I watched a Hangout. Was Mitch Heyman doing the Hangout, or was he on with somebody? I can't remember, but he had one, and he played live on the Hangout, and it was. I was like, I've got to get one of those, man. I've got to get one for what I do. It's perfect. It's perfect for what I do. Yes, Blackie, there is a black one. It's a boutique. The green one that I have, and the white one, which is. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Versatile, good all around rock amp. Oh, okay. Oh, Satchel was the first you saw use this, Mr. Pierce? Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Man, what a great guitar player he is, right? But yeah, those were the two people that I saw. Jason Wade, I didn't see him. He sent me a clip. And then Mitch Heyman. And then I said, man, I got to get one of those. And yeah, Satchel demoed it. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Now that you say that, I think I do remember. I remember that coming up on my feed. Was he like in a dressing room or something when he demoed that? Was he in a dressing room? I think he was, like before a show or something. If that's what that is, then I seen that. Yeah. Oh, Rockin' Dave, you saw Phil X use one? Yeah, there's a lot of people that use them, man. And I did see Cameron Cooper's review, and I was like, oh my God. You know, it was just, I wish I could play like that. God almighty. That boy's on fire, ain't he? He's a great player. Bosey, perhaps. Oh, man. Mr. Pierce says, yes, Satchel was in the dressing room when I have seen that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome, man. Great. All right. Rockin' Dave Byron. Hey, Joe, how do you like your tube screamer? I love it. I love it. Actually, right now, for this little setup right here, I just kind of threw something together real quick because I knew it was getting late. And right now, all I'm using is the Vox Y and an MXR Dynacomp. That's it. And but the tube screamer, I do like it. I really love it. It's great. I enjoy it. From what I saw on YouTube, the original ones back in the day are really sought after. And I actually had one when I first started playing guitar. I went to a music store, and after I got my first guitar, I had it for a little while, and I remember the salesman saying, because somebody was testing out a guitar, and I hadn't even been playing 6 months, you know, and this guy was over there just messing around, you know, just. And they always had where you test drove a guitar or whatever. They had you remember the big rack mount effects, and they had like these cool stereo speakers right here. So whenever you sat there, it was like you like in this little part of a studio. And somebody was testing out a guitar, and I remember walking up, and I was like, my guitar don't sound like that. I had a no-name Strat and a Gorilla amp that was about like this. And I don't know if y'all remember Gorilla amps or not, but that was the beginner amp of my time in the mid 80s. And I was like, my guitar don't sound. I didn't know what rack effects were. I didn't know what pedals were. I just knew that my guitar didn't sound like, you know, what they had going on. Of course, they had thousands and thousands of dollars in that little setup right there. And I remember telling the salesman that, hey man, my guitar don't sound like that, you know. And he's like, well, do you have any pedals? And I was like, no, I didn't know what the hell he's talking about. And I was like, no. And he said, well, you need a pedal. and he took me over there, and they had some used pedals, and I remember now that what I bought was one of the I would really believe it was an original Ibanez tube screamer, because these pedals were used, so they had some age on them, but they were functional, and I bought it. I was working part time at a grocery store. I was like 16 years old, and I had like $70 cash is all I had, and they sold it to me for that, and I had it, and I hooked it up to the Gorilla amp, and I couldn't tell a difference because my ears weren't developed. I didn't have a good ear for anything, especially music, and so I had it, and through the years, when I got a little older, I don't know what I'd done with it. I couldn't tell you. I don't know if I gave it to somebody or if it got lost. I wish I would have kept it. So, but yes, this Tube Screamer, the reproduction model, I do enjoy it. It's really good. I really like it. Oh, Mr. Pierce says he remembers the Gorilla amps. He had a 10-watt Marshall combo. Yeah. I do wish I had that one back, that original. I wish I did. Like I said, I didn't know what I had. And back then they weren't in demand. They were just, what they were. But man, if I would have known, and I would have, oh my God, but I don't know what happened to it. I couldn't tell you. Trying to read this chat. Let's see. Oh, you had one too, Dave? Wow. Oh yeah. The narrow version, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Bozick said he just bought a reverb pedal for the first time and can't get over how much more it can do than standard built-in amp. Oh yeah, uh-huh. Good pedals are a must. That's right. Yeah, I've had my dealings with cheap pedals. Does anybody remember that store? They were in the mall back in the day called Sam Goody. Does anybody remember that? They sold, if I remember correctly, they sold, CDs and stuff like that. And they sometimes would sell guitar accessories. They did it in the mall here. And so they would sell these pedals. And I remember buying a couple of pedals, $30, reverb pedal or something, a delay pedal. And they were awful. So if you want to improve your tone, it's worth it to put in the extra money to get a good pedal. It really is. Yeah, you remember Sam Goody? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Bobby Clifford. Goody's got it. Yeah, I remember that back in the day, man. I would, go there and cause I was like, oh, they got pedals. And I'd get one and I'd get it home and it sounded like crap, There's Mitch Heyman. Hey, how are you, man? You were just in the conversation. We were talking about the Yamaha THR-10X, and I said that you were one of the first people I saw play one on a hangout. And I was like, man, I got to get one of those. So it was you and Jason Wade. So, wow. Welcome to the show, man. Or to the stream. The show. Like this is some big production, welcome to ABC. I don't think so. Try again, Joseph. But but yeah, all that. It's really good to put in some extra money to have some good pedals. Don't get me wrong. I've had my dealings with cheap stuff because I couldn't afford nothing else. But once I was able to, get some better pedals or whatever, it really makes a difference, and it helps you when you're playing too, playing on a really cheap piece of gear or equipment or whatever makes it hard for you. You struggle. But if you have something that's, at least mediocre, it's easier to maneuver. It is for me anyway. So, Dave, I appreciate it, man. I don't know about all that. There's Vintage Sounds, Jamie. Hey, man. He says, "Hey, all rocking Friday night. Hey, brother, how are you?" Bozique says a lot of cheap stuff is good these days, though, especially the new solid state amps. Wish they had built that stuff when I was starting. Yes, you're right. Like, for instance, the Katana 100-watt head, it's solid state, and we were just talking about that earlier in the stream, and it sounds fantastic, you know? It's just, I mean, I used it when I went live a few times and all that, and but that was before I had interface and all that. I was using another thing, and it worked, you know? But, yeah. Yes, Rockin' Dave says, good gear does inspire. Absolutely. You ever notice, or anybody in chat, if you get especially a new guitar, oh my God, you talk about inspiration, just opening up, man. And you'll be playing that thing all day, you know. Yes, looking for your sound, Blackie says. Yeah, that's right. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, we're all, if you play guitar, you're constantly chasing a tone that you like, you know, and usually you'll have a few different ones that you like. Hopefully you'll have quite a few that you like, but for me, it comes down to maybe two, you know, maybe three. One's a clean tone, and you have two other ones that are pretty distorted, and you can use that, right? And hey, Jamie, what's going on, brother? Oh, Jamie, Vintage Sounds. I made this announcement earlier, but you weren't in here, I don't think. But I don't have Facebook anymore, so I shut my Facebook down. So if you don't see me on there, I didn't block you. I just don't have Facebook anymore. I just shut it down. So just letting you know that, brother, because I know you'd always take the time to like something I would post on Facebook and all that stuff, like 2 or 3 in the morning. We'd be sometimes we'd be up around the same time, because I think Jamie works the late shift like I do, you know. So, and my computer's wanting to go black there. Let's see. Mitch Heyman, he says he plays his Boss Katana 100-watt the most. I haven't played the Yamaha THR-10X in a while, or my Black Star Core 10. Oh, really? Man, the only piece of Black Star gear I own, you can't see it, is the Black Star, the Fly, the Mini Fly. That thing works fantastic. I love it. It's great for just plug and play, you know, like a quick practice. You want to, you know, and it runs on, I think it takes 6 AA batteries, and it's great for that. So, yeah. So, okay, we'll go with this next song from the 80s new wave era, I guess you could say. And maybe this will bring back some memories too. And we're going to have some fun. Are y'all having a good time? And when I was in a band, the singer, he would always get on the mic and say, if everybody's having a good time, give me a hell yeah. Everybody out there that was drinking would, hell yeah. They'd all raise their beer or whatever they's drinking, mixed drink. But that's when it's fun, because everybody's feeling good. They're feeling loose, and you're playing your tunes, and everybody's rocking, and it brings in more business, you know. It brings in more business. There's one hell yeah. Brian Cody, how are you, my friend? Thank you for stopping in on this stream here. Rockin' Dave Byron has another statement. Hey Joe, one of my friends says he plays his radio the most. There you go. All right. Okay. All right. Welcome to this late night 80s jam. This is like the new wave kind of stuff. So that's what it was called back then anyway. Let's go with this one and have some fun. Stick around. Don't go anywhere.
Won't you come see about me? that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart when the light gets into your heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Will you stand by me? Look my way, never love me. Rain keeps falling down. Will you recognize me? Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling down. Don't you try and pretend it's my feeling will win in the end. I won't harm you or touch your defenses. Binary insecurity. Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I'll put us back together apart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. As you walk on by, will you call my name? As you walk on by, will you call my name? Will you walk away? Oh, will you walk away? Will you walk away?
Simple Minds. Don't you forget about me. Oh man, I always loved that song. It reminds me of The Breakfast Club. Remember that movie? Thank you, Blackie. Appreciate it, man. Thank y'all. Oh, the Boss Katana. What we talking about here? Oh yeah. Yeah, the Boss Katana, don't get me wrong, it's got, I mean, I love it too. I do, man. It that, what is it? The half a watt, 50 watts or 100 watts, and I put it on 50 not long after I had it, and I had it running through this 412 PV cabinet here. And it was cranking. Man, it was cranking. So it's once again a solid state product that kicks total ass. I really like it. a lot. It's a great product, man. It's a lot of fun. It's just doing this right here is a lot of fun. You know, I spend more money on little gadgets. Dave Byron knows what I'm talking about. Like he just said, the Ibanez tube screamer, the Roland Go Mixer Pro, which I'm using to go into the stream for this live stream into my smartphone. That's one of the best investments I've ever made. I think it was I want to say it was like $130, something like that. But as you can see and hear, the audio was incredible. Thanks to Roland for coming up with something that you can stream live with on YouTube. Mitch Heyman says he has to use a headset for whatever I use. My wife does not like the noise. Oh, yeah, well, there you go. Look, I do this all the time, wear headphones all the time, because there has been so many times, you know, if y'all watch any of my pre-recorded videos where I have the backdrop and all that, thanks to the green screen and all that, I'm in here at like 3 a.m. doing that. So, and, you know, my wife is asleep. So I love recording direct and doing all that stuff. I don't have much, but the little stuff I do have, I've worked hard to get it the way I want with all this stuff. You know, I mean, a lot of trial and error. I can tell you that. You can go back on this channel and see that. You can just kind of see the growth of the, you know, when I first started, I had just had an old smartphone and just using the mic on the phone, you know, and oh my God, you go back and watch that stuff. It's like, man, but I didn't have anything else, you know. Mitch Heyman, oh, wait a minute. Oh. Blackie. What was that now? I missed the, the trucks. Yeah, that was wild, wasn't it? Mitch Heyman says the quality is fantastic for streaming on a phone. Yeah, it's technology has really stepped up their game. Like I said, Roland has really, you know, and you don't see a lot of people using that. You know, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it, I mean, the learning curve isn't hard. It depends on if you have an Android or an iPhone. You know, but once you understand, and like I said, you got to toy around with your stuff and get your levels right. And before I went live on this stream, I did a test stream. I made it unlisted so I could go on my other device and put in my earbuds and hear what it sounded like. So then I cut that off and restarted a new stream and made it public. So, you know, you always got to do a test run first. I learned that the hard way. Sitting there doing a whole live stream and the audio was really muffled or it wasn't happening at all, and I thought it was, because I could hear it on this end, but people on the internet side couldn't hear it, and I didn't know that till it was too late. Those videos got taken down. So, let's see, was that Islander Wander? Am I reading that correctly? I got an EVH Wolfgang Standard Purple Burst on the way. How are they? The Wolfgang Standards are amazing, and you have a awesome color picked out. The Purple Burst is beautiful, man. Rockin' Dave Byron, I love recording direct. It's so much easier. Yeah, you have a lot more control when you record direct. You have a lot more, and I'm telling you, man, when your viewers, they'll appreciate that. If you're recording direct, and you know, it makes the whole viewing and listening experience so much better for the viewer, you know. And that's what you want. You want people to come back and check your channel out. So if it sounds crappy or it sounds, you know, it doesn't sound good, people aren't going to come back. I don't know about this part of what sounds good, but I mean the overall quality of the audio. It sounds a lot better than what it used to a few years ago for me. Yes. Yeah, man, that the Wolfgang standards are awesome. This is a Wolfgang special, and they got the standards, and they're all of them are great. I mean, they really are. I've heard a lot of people that have the standards are really happy. R2R3 Lockingnut, he has a standard, and some people like to upgrade them. Some people don't. I'm the one of those people I don't upgrade anything. I just don't upgrade nothing. I just play it as is. That's just me. Everybody's different, but I would rather put my money toward all the little electronic gadgets like I was just talking about. I don't want to put money into upgrading a guitar. If you're going to do that, for my opinion, you might as well just buy the next level up in quality, but that's just my opinion. It doesn't mean it's law, Oh, that's okay. Islander Wander? That's a wild name. It's no problem, man. Not a problem. Mitch Heyman, I agree, Joe. Yes, it's a, and don't tell anybody, but I got a new gadget coming hopefully next Friday. I saw a gentleman review this piece of gear last night. I was on the way back, or on the way home rather, and he interviewed this piece of gear, and I was blown away at what it could do and stuff like that. I have to have, if it's within my reach financial wise, I got to have it. Man, I couldn't tell you the stuff I've got that I mean, I still use this stuff, but it's like, you buy your new gadgets and then something else cool comes out 6 months from now and you're like, man, I got to have that too. You got all this crap everywhere, cables and pedals and Beat Buddy drum pedals and, picks and, but it's what I love to do, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, so you gotta have some fun somewhere, Islander Wander. Okay, I got that right. Okay. It's hard to see on this phone. This phone I'm looking at is a lot smaller than my new phone, so you have to forgive me if I get something wrong here. Rockin' Dave Byron, you and me both, Joe. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Or you'll be broke. Oh, man. You're telling me, brother. Man. Yeah, Mitch Heyman, I agree. I agree with you, sir. He says, why buy something if you have to upgrade it? Well, I mean, some people like to do that. They're hands-on kind of people, and I'm not that kind of person. I'm not one of these, don't worry, I can fix it. I'm not one of those handyman guys. I have to look it up on YouTube and, this over here is broke. I'm like, oh, Jesus. So I look it up and try to figure it out. Like when we hung that door, that storm door on the front, it took us over 4 hours, because you would get past one hurdle and then run into another problem, and you'd run into something else. I was like, my God, to hang a door, it was just, because it's not something I do all the time, but we got it, and now I know, if it ever happens again, I'll know what to do. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but you know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Thank y'all for being in the chat. Thank you for asking questions, and I really appreciate that. I want to thank Dave Byron for letting me join him on the summer tour this summer. He's going to let me open up for him. Thank you, Rockin' Dave. Dave's like, dude, what? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, just seeing if you're paying attention, Dave. The Beat Buddy, yeah, the Beat Buddy is good. They just came out with a new SD card for the Beat Buddy where you can have all kind of different songs. That drums are famous in certain songs. I hope to get that soon. I will get it. It's in the works right now. So hopefully that'll come in. That's a lot of fun. The Beat Buddy drum pedal is really amazing. If you're somebody like myself or Jim Guidry or Dave Byron or somebody that you're kind of a one man kind of deal, the Beat Buddy is an amazing investment if you want to lay down your own drum track. And you get the optional foot switch with it too, so you can have a couple extra bells and whistles. It's worth the extra $25 or $30. It's worth it. Mr. Brian Cody has a question. What Roland product man, this thing just jumped. Hang on just a minute. I apologize. Brian Cody, what Roland product are you using, Joe? I'm using, it's called, well, for streaming, it's the Roland Go Mixer Pro. If you just Google that, it'll pull up a picture. And I had an old one. It was just called the Roland Go Mixer, and I gave it to Jason Wade when he was starting to get his channel up and going. Now he's jumped off and left everybody in the dust. He's got all OBS, and his stuff is amazing. You'll see the links below when this video processes. You'll see the links in the description of all the other guitar channels that I feel you should check out. That those guys are working on their channels and they could use the support. So Dave's in there. The link to his channel is in there, and a couple of others, but yeah, that's what I'm using, Mr. Cody, the Roland Go Mixer Pro for the streaming. I believe that's it. Yeah. So I'm really happy with it. It's worth $130 or $125, whatever it was. It's well worth it if you like to stream live. And I love to stream live, and I love to play live. This is my only way of playing in front of people, even though you're not here, but you are. It's the only way I can do it. Can't be in a band, so this is it. I guess this is the new generation of performing live. Oh man, I hear you, Blackie. Oh yeah, I understand what you're talking about, man. When I went live on my truck runs, oh good Lord. Oh, you mean when I was going to work in the pickup truck? When I went live doing that, and I would stop at Arby's like every day and get something? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh Lord. I appreciate that, Blackie. That's awesome. I'm glad somebody enjoyed it. Mr. Pierce, sounds like y'all have more gear than me. I need to make a list. Well, it's just all in what you like. I mean, if you're happy with what you got, it's there if you want it. It's not, to me, I like to see what I'm always trying to do for this channel. I'm always trying to improve the quality of my sound. That's what I'm always trying to do, because the more you make that, better, the better it's going to be for you and everybody else, for what I feel, Rockin' Dave, my next set of gear coming up is going to be audio and video on my channel. Thanks for your help, Joe. Oh man, not a problem. The headliner, not me, man. I'm not headlining nothing. I'm doing good to go live on YouTube. Oh man. Mr. Pierce, he says, so the Yamaha THR or THR 10X is what I have, and a Go Mixer Pro is all I need. And your smartphone. You gotta, if you have a good smartphone. See, here's the thing, and it was obviously it was just my phone, but when I was using my Go Mixer Pro on my 8 Plus, which that's my old device, of course, at first it worked, and then after some time went by, it didn't work anymore, and I thought maybe the Go Mixer Pro was, broke or something was wrong. It just got to where my phone was not compatible with it no more, and I don't know why. So I hooked it up to my new phone. This was a few weeks ago, and boom, it was perfect. And I was like, thank God. So make sure you have a pretty new smartphone, you know, something that's no more than 2 years old. The Roland Go Mixer Pro, you're going to have to, now see, there's a little bit more involved. Like for me, I'm coming out of the back of my interface, left and right, and I'm going into like this Y cable that makes two cables into one, like an adapter, and that's what's going into the Go Mixer. So there's a little bit more involved. It just depends. You don't have to do that, but that's what I do because the audio is a lot better. Hence, that's why I use the Yamaha THR-10X and in conjunction with the Go Mixer Pro, you know. Everybody has their own little setup. You know, I think R2 just got an interface from EJ and another piece of equipment from Jason, and he's toying with it. You know, everybody has their own little experimentation they have to do. I know I've had mine, and you know, like when I was trying to help Jason Wade in the beginning, he was able to do it, but then he found a way to make his better for him. Hence using the OBS and all that. See, I can't use OBS. I have a laptop. I don't have a PC, and so I had to always what I call do the poor man's way, you know. And I found a way around all that stuff to just do all my stuff on my smartphone, and it works. It works, you know. But if you want to, Mr. Pierce, yeah, that's a good start, you know. And it takes a little bit of tinkering around. We'll have to exchange numbers or something, and I can kind of tell you a little bit more in depth, you know, because I don't know what all you got, what you're using for your guitar tone, you know, how you're getting your sound, you know. There's a few more things, pieces of the puzzle you got to put together. So I just have to tell you, it'd be a lot better to tell you on the phone because I don't know what you have. You know. Rockin' Dave Byron, Jim Guidry sent me a sound clip of him using the Beat Buddy, and wow, it was awesome. And his line 6, I wish his comments wouldn't fade. So, yes, POD. Yeah, Jim Guidry's got him an awesome setup now. He's got that, like I said, he's got the upgrade for his Beat Buddy, and he sent me a couple of clips, and I don't know why he doesn't post them on his channel. I guess he's still wanting to add some more stuff to it. But so he's sending me like these rough cuts or whatever. And I was blown away at what that sounded like. I was like, God, I was like, Jim, what are you doing? Are you just going to let this music just vanish into thin air? Or are you going to, I mean, it's up to him, of course. But I'm telling you, if you haven't checked out Jim Guidry, his links, the link to his channel will be in the description of this video as well. Check him out, him and his son jamming, Alex. But here lately he's done a lot of stuff by himself because his son has been real busy, taking care of stuff, you know, so he's not home as much. And but Jim is an amazing musician. He is an incredible rhythm player. It was just, you don't realize how important rhythm is till you hear somebody like him. In my opinion, I've known Jim for over 12 years. We've done a lot of music together, and he is one amazing musician, I think. I really do. Yes. Oh, Rockin' Dave, I thought you said something else. The club scene. Okay. I thought you said cube, like the Roland Micro. Well, Brian Cody, there's another piece of Roland gear that I have, the Roland Micro Cube. That is an amazing, I use that for a long time for my main sound source, the Roland Microcube. And there you go, Mr. Pierce. If you, I mean, I don't want you to have to spend all this money, but the Roland Microcube, I use that. That was incredible. I still use that. When I did the, I don't know if anybody saw my review of the wireless guitar system I just recently got. I took my little cube outside and used it, and it was sounded great, you know. Roland has got some amazing products, man. I think Roland owns Boss, or Boss owns Roland, one vice versa. Either way, if you get a Roland or Boss product, you've already won. Their stuff is top notch. Mr. Pierce says he has a Samsung Samsung Note 8. I might have to, when it's time, yeah, I mean, you don't, like I said, it depends if you want to go, this setup is for going live. You know what I mean? If that's what you're wanting to do, and what I use for the pre-recorded videos, I actually bought the Zoom Q2N, another product that Jason Wade told me about that I really enjoy. That's what I use for my pre-recorded stuff, because it's got inputs on the back for left and right, so you can plug in. You can go direct with your audio direct into the back of the camera. So when you shoot your video, you got your video and audio all in one. See, before I would just use a smartphone, and that would record the video, and I would record the audio separately, and I'd have to sync all that stuff up. And man, that took forever. But the payback was it sounded killer, but it took forever to get all that synced up. But yeah, if it's time for your upgrade, Mr. Pierce, I mean, if it's time for it, yeah, absolutely. Hey, Zach Thong, I'm the one behind. I'm sorry on these comments. I've been trying to answer questions. Hey, Zach Thong, how you doing, man? Thank you for being here. Ed Dana, how are you? 64 gig of internal storage. My God. That's some storage there, boy. That's wild that you said Chromebooks. I just I got my wife that for her birthday, but it's I don't know, I don't think it has that much storage in it. But it's a nice little laptop. Yeah. Rockin' Day Byron, you still I did say that, didn't I? I'm sorry. It's the Zoom Q8. I apologize. Thank you, Rockin' Day, for correcting me. Zoom Q2N, that's the old one. That's the old one. I got the Zoom Q8. I apologize. That was my mistake. I'm sorry. Got off track. The Zoom Q8 is what I use when I do pre-recorded videos. It's got the jacks on the back where you can go direct. I'm sorry. It's got a built-in mic on the top as well. I guess for live recording like the Zoom Q2N did. And it's basically the same thing as that. It's just a bigger version, and it's more easier to handle. But I found that using the Zoom Q8, like if you're holding it in your hand and you're like filming something, that it's best to have it like on a tripod and not touch it, because the microphone is so sensitive. It really picks up your hand just holding the camera and all that, it picks up every little thing. So it's best to have it on a tripod or something where it can't be messed with, Yeah. Mitch Heyman, Joe, are you still using the Samsung? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm using the camera right now. The Samsung S10 Plus. Yes, sir. That is correct. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, you can hook that up and do that too, yeah. And stream with that, yeah. Uh Mr. Pat says, "What amp do you like to play?" Well, when I'm recording and going live like this, you can see it in the frame here. I like using the Yamaha THR-10X. I love to play that. I have a Boss Katana 100-watt head, and a PV5150 head and cabinet. But for doing stuff like this, I love using the Yamaha THR-10X. I love using that. It sounds great. That's the Yamaha THR 10X right there. And that's what I love about it. It's real crisp and clear, and it's perfect for going direct for recording. But yeah, Mr. Heyman, I'm using the S10 Plus right now to stream. Yes. Thank you, Zach. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, sir. It's there are, I think there's 3 or 4 different versions of the S10. Yes, this one is the higher end. There is one above this that I don't think's come out yet, and I was like, man, that's way too. But yeah, you got the lower end, you got the middle, and you got the S10 Plus, and there's one above that, I believe, that hasn't made its appearance yet. I don't think. Maybe it has. But for me, I like to have a really good phone because I like to do vlogs and I love to stream live. So I need something that's going to handle that kind of capability. You know, you can't really do that on like let's say like a prepaid phone or something, you know. You maybe could. I don't know. I'm not saying that that's bad because I've had my years of having prepaid phones. Man, I didn't have a contract for a long time, you know. But you can only go so far on the prepaid thing. You can only get so far as the bells and whistles on a phone. And it may be different now, but that's how it was then for me. And I saw getting on with a contract that I could get a lot better phone. And I just always liked all the cool electronic gadgetry that comes with a smartphone. I've always loved that. You know, and the way this phone here is really giving the iPhone a run for its money. I mean, the camera and the pictures on this phone are incredible. The quality is amazing. So if you're looking at this stream right now and just looking at the quality of this stream, just imagine what the pictures look like. You know, when you take pictures or whatever, you know, it's amazing. Yeah, that's limited, the track phone. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not saying nothing bad about it at all. I had what is that phone that Walmart has? What is it? It was oh man, and they actually own that wireless company. It belongs to Walmart. We had that forever, and then I went to T-Mobile prepaid, had that for a long time, and now I'm on a contract. So I've had my dealings with that, you know. Okay, Mr. Pierce, thank you for being here, man. We'll need to get in touch somehow, man. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you for any information you may want to help you out, sir. Mitch Heyman, am I using Wi-Fi to use this on this stream? Not here. I'm just using T-Mobile internet. For me, I found there's a tower just right down the road, but I have unlimited on my service, my T-Mobile, my data. I have unlimited, so it doesn't matter how much I use. And believe me, I use a whole lot, and so it doesn't matter. I have unlimited, so my bill's the same every month, so it's worth it. Now, don't get me wrong. T-Mobile was probably a couple of years ago. They tried calling me. They didn't try to call me. They did call me. They tried to get me to downgrade my plan. And I told the lady no. And she kept on talking, and I hung up on her. She called me right back. I hung up on her again. They wanted me to downgrade my plan, so if I went over that limit, they could get a lot more money. And I said, no, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm staying where I'm at, lady. You know, I'm not stupid. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, the prepaid things have come a long way, man. I'm telling you. I mean, when I had it back then, I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed it. Mitch Heyman says that's good that you have unlimited. Oh yeah, because I'm always on YouTube. I'm always looking for the next cool little gadget for guitar stuff. You know, I'm always checking stuff out. I'm always scouring YouTube for that. You know, I don't watch a whole lot of guitar stuff. I look at a few reviews of things here and there, I really spend a lot of time listening to podcasts, like maybe Eddie Trunk, Joe Rogan, stuff like that. Speaking of podcasts, let me touch on this real quick, and then we'll get ready to wrap this up soon. I know this is going on for quite some time, but I heard on well, you know that Kiss is doing their End of the Road tour right now, right? They're doing that, and I've heard good and I've heard bad. I've heard that Paul was using some backing tracks at some point, but he's not doing that anymore because he's having a hard time singing. I don't know the whole story. This is what I heard. Something on Eddie Trunk, and their meet and greet was really expensive. But then now listen to this. They talked about, the Rolling Stones are going on tour this summer. You know how much it is for a meet and greet for the Rolling Stones, and I think you spend like 30 seconds with them, and then they move you on so the next person can get in there. So with 2 tickets for the show, meet and greet, and a couple other little things they throw in there, it's like $30,000. Can you believe that? But from what I'm understanding, they're using that money and they're going to give it to charity, because we all know how rich the Rolling Stones are. They don't need no money, but it's going to certain charities. So that's cool, but still $30,000 for a meet and greet. Man, I couldn't believe that. I said, man, that is incredible. That is crazy. Oh, okay. I hear you, Mr. Heyman. That's cool, man. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, when I had the T-Mobile prepaid, I paid what it was then. I don't know what it is now, but then it was $50 a month, unlimited. And I thought that was incredible, so, I'd go to Walmart and get one of those unlimited T-Mobile cards and, for $50, and type in the little code, and I was good for a month, and it was unlimited, So yeah, it was great. Like I said, I just like being on the contract now because I can get a better phone for what I want to do. And that's just me. It doesn't mean that, that if you don't have that, then it's not no good. That's not what I'm saying at all. Yeah, Rockin' Dave, that is crazy. Isn't that a lot of money? But from what I heard, it's they have a list of some different charities that money's going to. So that's what they said. I don't know. That's what I heard on the YouTube. Actually, why do I need to sign up for SiriusXM when I can hear parts of that podcast later on that night? For Eddie Trunk, right? I can hear that later on for free. I don't need to listen to no or sign up for SiriusXM rather. I had my dealings with that. I kept using bogus emails and getting it free for 30 days. When the 30 days was up, I'd do another email and have it free for another 30 days, But they got wise to that after about 4 months. They locked me out. Okay, all right. Thanks, everybody, for being here. This is a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here and taking part in this live chat. Thank you for your comments and your questions. And y'all are the ones who made this fun. If it wasn't for y'all, this would have been very boring. So thank y'all for being here for this live stream, for this late night 80s jam or whatever it was I called it. I can't even remember what I titled. I have to go back and look. And don't forget, when the video processes, if you're watching on the replay, don't forget to check the links below. There'll be links for T-shirts, whatever, some different apparel. I was going to say hoodies, but it's getting hot. You don't need a hoodie now. And other links are down there, for other YouTube creators and this little guitar community that I feel that you should check out. They're good people, All right. Thank you all for being here, and be safe. Have a great night. It is almost midnight, so it's time. I got to shut all this down and put all this up and be very quiet when I go out there. Thank you all for being here. Good night. Until next time, this is Joe for the Joe Wentz Project TV right here on YouTube. See you later. Bye-bye.